Most men who struggle with anger think the same thing. I just have a bad temper. This is who I am. I'm wired this way. And that story, as we've talked about, is a cage. But here's something more specific I want you to understand. Most anger episodes don't happen because a man is fundamentally angry. They happen because a man is depleted. Think about it. The same situation that would roll off your back on a good day when you're rested, when you feel okay about yourself, when you have some energy, becomes a trigger on a bad one. Your kid spills something. On a good day, no problem. On a depleted day, explosion. Your wife asks you a question with the wrong tone. On a good day, you barely notice. On a depleted day, it lands like an accusation. The situation didn't change. You changed. Specifically, your buffer disappeared. Because here's what depletion does to a man's nervous system: it eliminates the space between stimulus and response. A regulated resource man has a gap between what happens and how he reacts. In the gap lives choice, patience, the ability to respond instead of just react. A depleted man has no gap. The stimulation hits and the explosion follows immediately after because there is nothing left to absorb it. That's not a character flaw, that's an empty tank. And you cannot drive on empty indefinitely and wonder why you keep breaking down. The work is just not anger management, it's resource management, sleep, energy, brotherhood, honest conversations instead of compression. A man that is genuinely resourced is a fundamentally different man in a conflict than a man running on empty. Not because he has changed his character, because he finally filled the tank. Here is your one action. Today, honestly assess your tank. Rate it 1 to 10. Then identify the biggest drain on it right now. The one thing consuming the most without giving anything back. Just name it. Because you can't refill what you haven't identified as empty. That's where it starts. Follow me for more tools that turn the storm into calm. Save this one for the next time you feel the explosion coming before you understand why. And share this with any man who just thinks he's just wired angry and has never considered he might just be running on empty. If your tank is running low and you're ready to do something about it, I built a free email course specifically for men who are serious about changing how they show up. Sign up at ironwithinsecret.com. You know where to look. Let's keep going.